mission. I had the privilege to be at the first commercial resupply services launch for Cygnus to ISS, and it is awesome seeing where we are today with this launch. I'm really excited that the weather cooperated with us to get this mission underway.
Bill, we're glad the weather cooperated too. If you would please outline for us the upcoming activities for the crew on board the station as they prepare for Cygnus's arrival early Tuesday.
So we get most of the items in place and checked out before we launch as part of our launch commit criteria. The crew has already done some practice runs on board for grappling Cygnus when it arrives. Closer to the arrival, they will set up to monitor its approach to the capture point before ultimately grappling the spacecraft with the robotic arm.
And Bill, anytime a visiting vehicle arrives at the station, there's a choreography to unload the spacecraft. How complex is that process, and what factors contribute to it?
It does take a lot of planning and choreography to unload Cygnus. The team on the ground looks at a number of factors when addressing how the vehicle will be unloaded. First and foremost is we want to get going on all the time-critical science experiments that arrive on the vehicle. Those will be uploaded first to allow the crew to start conducting those experiments. The team must also take into account the available storage on board the ISS. This mission is delivering over 8,000 pounds of science, supplies, and hardware that takes up a lot of space. The team will stage what is retrieved from Cygnus in order to balance that with the available space inside the ISS. And finally, some of the hardware arriving will be installed on the ISS at planned times later during the mission. The teams account for all of these factors when planning how and when to unload the spacecraft.
All right, Bill Spetch, the Operations Integration Manager for the International Space Station Program. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
And with that, we will wrap up our launch coverage of Northrop Grumman's 21st Commercial Resupply Services mission. Cygnus is now on course to be captured at about 2:10 a.m. Central Time, 3:10 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday morning. Live coverage of rendezvous and capture will begin at 12:30 a.m. Central Time, 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, followed by coverage of Cygnus's installation to the station at 3:30 a.m. Central Time and 4:30 a.m. Eastern. In the meantime, you can learn even more about the mission on the web at nasa.gov/.
Golf 1, Yankee Echo, Foxtrot, 50 Oscar 83.
Here on Tuesday morning.
Golf 1, Yankee Echo, Foxtrot, Golf Hotel 5, Delta X-ray. The Delta X-ray there again, please. Golf Hotel 5, Delta X-ray, your audio. 59 in Lake Creek, Lima area. Yeah, back to you.
We'll see you back here on Tuesday.
141, Alpha. Okay, sorry about that. Back on a normal flight. Your flight 9, Italy, November 89. What was your comment on my previous audio, please? Yeah, the audio was just a little quiet before that, but you're much better now. Thank you, 70 degrees. Okay, thanks very much. I had a Bluetooth mic, so I appreciate the audio. Thanks very much. 73. Get that. Golf Hotel 5, Delta X-ray, Oscar Kilo 2, Zulu Charlie. Zulu Charlie, very good afternoon, 59, Italy, November 89. Roger, thank you. For 8 to 9, over. Okay, Juliet Nancy 89, I've typed your call file, it's in wrong. Your call file one more time, please. Oscar Kilo 2, Zulu Charlie, over. Yes, Roger, thank you very much. Thank you, Alpha Oscar Whiskey. India d'Amérique,
Fox 5, Juliet Lima, Quebec, Florida. 5, Juliet Lima, Quebec.
Delta 5, Mike. Go. Hotel Fox, X-ray.
Alpha.
Delta 5, Lima, Mike. Italy Whiskey 2. Lima, Mexico, Oscar Kilo to Zulu Charlie. Oscar Kilo to Zulu Charlie. 9, over.
Q73 next time, Italy Whiskey 2, Golf Whiskey Charlie calling up. Charlie go ahead, Italy Whiskey 2, Golf Whiskey Charlie, thank you, you're 59 JN, 45 Hotel Sierra, Roger.
Roger, thank you, you're 5-9 in Juliet, November 77.
November 77. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
India Whiskey 2, Golf Whiskey Charlie, India Uniform 2, Romeo Oscar Kilo.
Romeo Whiskey Kilo, ciao, grazie, sei 59 JN, 45 Tessiera, grazie mille, 73.
India Uniform 2, Romeo Oscar Kilo, ciao e tante grazie, Golf Whiskey Charlie.
Romeo Oscar Kilo, grazie a te, ciao, buoni collegamenti.
Italy 2, radio Oscar Kilo 5, Oscar Kilo to Zulu Charlie 59, Juliet Nancy 89.
59. India Uniform 2, Romeo Oscar Kilo, Juliet November 45.
Italy United 2, radio Oscar Kilo to Zulu Charlie.